Okay, back in Lost World, we have an invincibility. Let's grab some more stuff from Omachow, who's here for some reason. Pull off a wall jump. Serious ninja skills. There's no Z, it's not been hip. Not hip enough. Recycling cutscene footage for part of another cutscene. But there already is a robot Sonic. Like, 3 of them.
Excellent plan, Master. I'm sure you would have thought of it yourself. Given time. Something Sonic is running out of.
So, Silent Forest Zone time. Not very silent, as you'll hear right about now. Not the most silent thing in the world, but whatever. Developers named it what they want, so I'm just going to go with it. So that section there, just avoid the crocodiles while you're grinding on the rails, pretty simple. This planetoid, there's these spider enemies. They have a butterfly to them, so kick them, give them a good homing attack through the butterfly. Rinse, repeat for all 5 of them, because this is good game design. And yeah, every one of them drops a trail of rings, for some reason. So with these, I believe the gimmick with this is you jump on the flower and the ones of its colour unfold. That's the point. And some of them have springtime apparently. And I think they close up again after a while, and yeah, the mud hurts you. I don't know why, but okay. Yeah, the flowers close up again after a while. So move quickly. Repeating this same section with the spiders. Except these ones spin. And that makes them invincible. Somehow. I love how the homing attack can destroy something of that size. And yeah, if you try to homing attack towards them while they're spinning, the homing attack will just stop and just drop you. But yeah, pretty much exactly the same as it was last time. Also, if I need to say this lasers are bad. Don't trust the lasers. So these guys are back from Mushroom Hill. You attack them, the cap flies off, but they still bounce around. If you kick them, then you just kick them, the whole bandit into oblivion. And unlike in Mushroom Hill, they have a shockwave attack now. Ooh, 10 times more dangerous. And there's an example of the homing attack being weird. Yeah, Silent Forest Act 1 is not really anything to write home about, it's a very small level. In fact, we're at the end.
Must have missed this one.
If Tails said something's not right, listen to him.
Tails, no! Rotten, sneaky.
Tails acted for the greater good. Let's make sure his sacrifice isn't for nothing.
I'm supposed to be the fastest.
Rip Miles Power. Well, I screwed that up by screwing up Tails' last name. It's Prower, not Power. Anyway, things have taken a turn for the dark.
Sigh. Everything seems so pointless. Hey, what did you do with Tails? What? Seriously? We captured you. You wish. You grabbed my friend and I want him back. Man, this day keeps getting lamer and lamer. Whatever. I gotta go tell the others the bad news. Giving bad news is actually the one thing I enjoy. I'll deal with you later, loser.
So there's another stereotype out of the Deadly Six. Also, I hope you like ruin levels, because, well, this is a ruin level, and I think it's entirely 2D. And some more enemies from Mushroom Hill.
Maybe all the enemies and death traps will finish Sonic, maybe they won't.
And rotating platforms, because why the hell not?
Cosmic scheme of things.
Oh, and giant owl bombs. No, they're not owls, they're pigs. I was looking at the owls in the background. Me being a kleptomania or not. I could have sworn I went for that one. Apparently I didn't. Oh. That's what I get for not reviewing the footage before I record. Also, new Wisp Rhythm. The most useless of the bunch. You tap on the gamepad to go places. That's about it, and it usually doesn't work. I think later in the next part, actually, you'll actually see me try and use rhythm and fail miserably. But of course, that's the next part. This is this part. Case in point. I was tapping the gamepad. What happened? And that was just me being stupid. So yeah, general rule of thumb, unless you absolutely need to use rhythm, don't use rhythm. Just pretend rhythm doesn't exist. Just ignore it entirely. Because, well, you can stand on here and then spin dash over, so... I think usually tapping the music notes helps. Kinda. Sorta. Maybe. I don't know, I still don't know how rhythm works. I don't think anyone knows how rhythm's supposed to work. I am kind of curious what they're going to do in the PC version for it, because obviously you don't have a touchscreen in the PC version. Because even with the patch that allows controller usage on the Wisps themselves, you still need to use the touchscreen for the rhythm Wisps, so I don't know what they're going to do with that one. Seriously, who thought of that concept anyway? Turn you into a goddamn music note. So this section, just run. So with this section, you can obviously tell the owl in the background has its searchlights turned on, so don't get detected. I don't actually know what happens if you do get detected, but yeah. I assume death, considering that's usually what happens in scenarios like this. I don't think it can detect the Rhythm Wisp. See, the Rhythm's so pointless that even the owl doesn't give a shit about it. He's flailing around like a goddamn idiot. Don't do that. I could have sworn I used that in Act 4. So, I just transitioned to the next checkpoint, as you saw. That was that wing item that I got at the end of the last part. And here's me failing miserably. But yeah, that wing item that I got at the end of the last part, I believe that also shows if you die a certain amount of times. But if you use it, it sends you to the next checkpoint on the level. So if you're stuck on a section, or if that happened to you, like it did to me, just use a wing if you have one and warp to the next section, because screw it. This is supposed to be a home attack chain, but eventually I just said screw that and use the sprint dash. Now it's time for us to kick this owl in the face, and by that we mean kick some things back at it. And then kick Zora in the face instead. Yeah, as you saw, if you kick the little ball things, then, well, you knock him right back at that. Get the owl and knock Zora right off the top of it. And then you can just give him a good bob in the head. As we try to churn the spin dash and failing miserable. And yeah, as the battle goes on, he sends out more, and needs more of them in order to be knocked off, so... yeah. I love how the electric orb dissipated, right, how they didn't hit anything. But okay. And yeah, I think you can't actually multi-home attack this boss. For some reason. And there's the entire boss fight. Pretty simple. And yet the owl's still flaying in the background. So, remember what the last one was? It was Frozen Factory, right? It was the ice level. Well, we have another ice level for some reason. But first, a exciting, kind of amusing cutscene.
How come he's not blue?
Tails don't give no shits.
I cannot trust you with the simplest of tasks. Alright, we can work this to our advantage.
Seriously, I love how Tails acts in this cutscene. It's like, can you get on with it already? And here, in the end of this cutscene, top of the morning to you. Yeah, Tails is the best. Anyway, ice level, because why the hell not? So yeah, the same annoying ass ice physics as in Frozen Factory, they apply here. Also, lasers. Seriously, wouldn't this have been better as Frozen Factory Act 3 as opposed to that random casino level? I don't know, unless there's a design choice here that I'm missing. Or a bomb to the face. I don't know. Yeah, this is pretty much a combination of the gimmicks of Frozen Factory with the level design of Windy Hill Act 3. There's me flailing around trying to remember how to defeat this guy. I can't remember at the moment. Neither. Past me, what are you doing? Apparently it's a single homing attack. Answer me this, would you expect a single homing attack to work on an enemy with that many spikes and that's that tall? Not really, you wouldn't. So I don't know what the designers were thinking there. You could actually smash through those purple blocks and there was a thing down there, but I did not do that. I love how the spiders just flail about when they hit the ground. Another section where it's good to let go of the run button or else that happens. And yeah, jumping will cancel momentum, so it's best to jump if you need to stop on ice pretty quickly. Laser beam pointless. I don't question why the 1-ups in this game are still Classic Sonic's head. That made sense for generations because Classic Sonic was there, but no, they just recycled the life icon stuff for some reason. Oh well. Laser beam less useless. And 2 of these. No, wait, 3 of these bastards. One of them who was slightly confused. There's some rings and a mission completed. I've run out of things to say about the level because, well, it's just another ice level. That's the problem with Lost World. A lot of these levels kind of blend together after a while. Like when I was recording, I completely forgot this level existed. It's that bloody bland. And that's a wall for you. And ballerina dance right over the capsule because there we go, ice physics. Another for RC balloon. Again, still don't know what the hell they do. I wonder what they're going to do in the PC version. Now for some circuses. This one's a cannon, as you can quite clearly tell. Just fire Sonic out, hit the balloons. Try and hit the big ones at the top if you can, because if you burst those, there's a lot of animals in them. The Sonic, if you're shooting straight out of the cannon, will just go straight through the balloons, so you can get quite a few that way as well. Yeah, the general premise, same as every other Circus. So I think I've shown all 3 Circus minigames. I think there's only 3. The seesaw, the cannon, and the trampoline. Did I? No, I didn't show the seesaw actually. Hang on, never mind. Carry on. Disregard that. Okay, we've got enough. Carry on. I thought it looks like I need 5 red star rings as well. There's actually a Circus behind it. Our legend climbed 5 times. It's climbing practice.
Look at him all, I'm so fast and stuff. Makes me sick. Time to knock him down a peg.
Silent Forest Zone Act 4. This is a pretty horrible level, to be honest. Let's pop on an electric shield. And let's see how long we keep it for. Hitting these 2 capsules can be a bit of a pain. But all you need to do is just bounce attack, and it usually seems to work. Or you can flail around the parkour like I am. If I took my own advice of letting go of the run button, then that probably wouldn't be happening. And crushed. Okay, take 2. And here's the bomb wisp. I forgot I'd use this here. Yep, you turn into a bomb, and then you roll around, and then you fall into a bottomless pit and die. Take 3. Let's pop on an invincibility now. I was pretty much using this level as an excuse to empty my item briefcase at this point. But yeah, that's how short the invincibility is. It doesn't last that long. Secret up here, red starring. And you can also go down here. Bypass that whole section of the level and get a 1-up for it.
He's so upbeat, I want to beat him up. It won't make me happy.
And yeah, you have to kick those golden bombs. Okay, we're starting to make some progress. I say as I hit a freaking spike ball and they get stuck on a dash panel. Yeah, the ramps are really pointless in this game. They don't really send you flying at all. Because it's the Sonic 4 problem, there's not really much momentum going on. Also, what is with the those faces on the rotating stones there? Like, I'll point it out again when we next see them. Well, it looks like a freaking UK power supply or something. And also random drill wisp. Because drill. Yeah, if you look at it, that looks like a freaking power supply. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to hit the pink orbs on these things. But for that first one you can skip it. For this second one, not so much. So yeah, just drill into the purple orbs just to destroy them, and it destroys the circle, so it does spin faster. And the run button does affect the drill wisp as well, so slow down and speed up as needed. But yeah, look at that face. It looks like a freaking UK power supply. I've said this enough already, but I'm going to say it one more time. When we get to the next one, I'll probably throw up a picture of what a UK plug looks like. I'm really ramming this point home. It looks like a fucking UK power supply, and I'm going to stop mentioning this now. Yeah, this third section, there's bombs. Quite clearly obvious. You shouldn't have to worry about running out of drill either because of the fact that, well, there's loads of drill wisps around. For some reason. Tink. But for some reason when the lights are off, you just can't attack anything. It's really stupid. Red star ring up here. See? It's not letting me do anything with the bombs, so I had to just take a hit and go forwards. Really odd. Like, even if it was pitch black in Sandopolis Act 2, you could still attack, so... whatever. Look. A giant hill. And a loop. This is a Sonic game. Kinda. See, the homing attack will even look on the springs. In the dark, which is really weird. And yeah, these springs, they're on the rotating blocks. They fling you depending on which direction they're facing. And do not get crushed by these assholes. I still don't get why Lost World even had 2D sections. It's like Unleashed had the 2D sections simply to try and make them the game more like a classic game. Colours kept them, and then Generations still had them, despite the fact that Classic took control of the 3D entirely. And then despite reinventing the formula, Lost World kept the 2D sections. It doesn't make any sense why they're still here. Yeah, getting past these two spike balls can be a bitch. Again, follow my advice, don't use the run button so you don't end up parkouring up every single wall you see. Lost time.
Another pointless conflict is about to begin.
So. And he just bounced around like a goddamn moron. And there we go. Really simple, just like all the other bosses in this game. So what logically follows the forest? A UFO, apparently. Yeah, that's not what follows the forest. What follows the forest is the sky. What other series uses this formula? Well, we'll be heading into Sky Road in part 6, and we're getting close to the end of the game, so huzzah!